Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Charlie Hester presses on with interviews as my brain wanders in and out of consciousness. Dan Dean shares with us the origins of Coat. Be sure to follow Coat on Facebook. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, we are back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. We got it all on that one. We have to talk a little bit about that.
The last testimonial.
Yeah, the last testimony on there about the strike. First of all, my guest co-host, still the lovely Charlie Hester.
Hello.
And our next guest for the evening is Coat, worn by Dan Dean.
Yes!
That is correct.
Yes.
You got a double dose tonight, Don. Good booking.
Oh yeah,
Good job, man.
Absolutely. So anyway, the last testimonial is somebody dropping out of Wright State because of the strike because they're learning nothing.
Yeah, and it was just the way she said it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, I'm dropping out and I'm moving to Penn State because
Very
I
matter
am
of fact.
learning nothing.
Right, exactly. So
She
that's
was-
yeah,
Yeah.
and done.
That's a mic drop if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, and it's a terrible thing out there that, and I've dealt with the admin here at Wright State as a union steward, and they don't budge. They don't negotiate. That's what I had made a statement to one of the professors that I would criticize Wright State's negotiation tactics, but I've never seen them. It's basically they hand you a contract and say, there it is, take it or leave it.
Wow.
Now, did you come in before or after the Hopkins administration?
I came in during the last year or so of the Hopkins Hopkins on a plane after he stole all our money in administration. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. And he's for some reason he was treated like, he oversaw
He
didn't really say
oversaw
anything.
the downfall of this university. It's not quite fallen yet, but I mean, how much is it going to recover?
Yeah.
Because right now, this is the time
Right
of year that high school students, But this is the time of year that high school students are, are kind of deciding where they're going.
Right.
Who's gonna say, yep, with the striking teachers where we ain't gonna learn crap and ain't got nothing to do, that's where I want to. Plenty
Actually,
of them will.
high school students are going to be all over that.
Plenty of them will. That is probably the admin's tactic to get more recruiting. Is just come here.
It's
you ain't
not
gotta do
working.
anything.
I'll tell you that.
I know it's not working. I'm making light of a situation that, quite frankly, irks me. It really. I'm irked.
Yeah.
But have you ever been irked?
You
Dan?
seem a little irked.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I saw you almost called the administration a name, and I would have had to push the dump button.
yeah. On the administration, somebody should have done that a long time ago.
Press the dump button.
like before Hopkins.
Take a glittery sharp all over them.
Basically, no,
I'm not going that far, though.
When that administration came in, there were $300 million in the coffers. They were doing good, and then where did all that go? Nobody knows. Nobody can really answer for it. I know Double Bowler took a big chunk of it to buy all their buildings and all their properties. It's
Wow.
Get a little political on the show today, huh?
little bit. Dan,
Moving from a pop comedy podcast into a political show.
Yeah, well, anytime you talk about Wright State administration, it is a comedy or a tragedy. It's a little bit of both because it's comical if you're not attached because you're going, look at these idiots and what they're doing. They should put on clown makeup and just.
Yeah, actually, Dan, we're not even broadcasting this episode.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
we're
just talking to ourselves.
All this is just it's being recorded, and we're going to send it up to the new president. Was it Schroeder or Scroder or something like that?
It
Scrotum,
should be.
I don't know.
It should be Scroder.
Oh, wow.
There, it's for you, President Scrotum. All right. So, Dan,
Wow.
tell me about Coat and how long Coat's been
No, that's not Scrode, is it?
No, that's coat. That's coat. That's
not the
awfully,
coat.
awfully furry to be scrote.
It's an awesome coat.
It is. It
It absolutely is. And if you guys want to follow Coat, you can do so on Facebook at Coat. Coat does have a Facebook page.
And it's just coat.
Coat.
I don't know
That
why
is
I haven't
beautiful.
been following this, but
I have to check. I
absolutely.
was following Coat.
Absolutely, check it out.
Yeah.
Coat's whole story is on there. You can learn all about Coat. And you'll
And then
notice
I wouldn't have had to ask all these questions if I'd have gotten on there.
You'll
and
notice
learned
that
about
I'm
it.
referring to Coat as Coat because that is Coat's preferred pronoun.
Okay. Well, yeah, you got to have the proper pronoun.
Coat is
for
not
Coat.
he, she, or it.
I
Coat
do
identifies
follow Coat.
as a Coat.
I do follow Coat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought I did. I just wasn't sure. So tell us how Coat began.
Well, Coat's
What
been
is
around for a little while. I needed a good coat, and it really took me a long time to find this specific coat.
as it would.
It really did.
Yes.
That's a piece.
It
How
absolutely.
did you find a Yeti and then hold him down and
Oh,
shave
this is
him?
not Yeti. See,
That's not Yeti
you need
fur?
To,
Okay,
you need to
okay.
go onto Coat's Facebook page to learn the story behind Coat. What had happened was my Tauntaun froze to death before it hit the first marker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, they tend to do that. Hoth is a very cold
It
planet.
absolutely is. I'm not just gonna let a good Tauntaun skin go to waste.
I think we're hurting Charlie's eye bags at this point.
I'm laughing so much, and it's hurting my
Listen.
face. Go ahead.
Listen, if you've never actually had to cut open a Tauntaun, I tell you what, I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Oh yeah, I've heard. I've
Right.
heard. Yeah.
Right. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. But yeah, a lot of people do think that Coat is a Yeti, as you were.
I can see that.
Apparently
But
this is the
Yeti
day
and
to
Tauntauns
talk about.
have a lot in common.
Very
too.
similar,
Yeah,
except
they're,
a Tauntaun
I
is
don't
actually
think they're in the same family, but maybe the same genus.
No,
I'm
a
not
Tauntaun
sure.
is actually a snow lizard.
Oh, okay. That's awful furry for a lizard. There aren't a lot of furry lizards, but I guess
As you
know,
said,
being in
Hoth
the
is
snow
a very
like that,
cold
yeah.
planet.
It is, yes. Even your lizards are going to grow.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
You spend all the time in the cold
Hoth
like that, you're
lizards-
going to have a furry lizard. That's
Hoth
all there is
lizards
to
aren't
it.
the same as Earth lizards.
Right.
They're a lot different, you know. On Earth, you wouldn't find any lizards in snow or
Right.
Arctic area
Or
such
with
as that.
fur.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
which
even
is why-
the bearded dragon, it's a misnomer. That's not really a beard.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
beard. It's not a beard. I feel like you should really take that personally.
Patrick just said ignore him, and I guess he hasn't been here for the rest of the show.
Who's Patrick?
Patrick.
Wait, who's this guy over
yeah,
here? What's
yeah,
going
who's
on?
talking on the phone? We're trying to do a show
You
here.
guys, shut up. He's getting pizza.
Oh,
Shut
okay,
up.
pizza.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
pizza
Mic
is
off.
here. By the way, guys,
I think he just cursed at me.
Charlie,
Yes.
pineapple
Yeah.
all the way.
Freaking A.
all the
Thank
way.
You, Dan Dean.
And now with Patrick out of the room, I am outnumbered by pineappleans.
I know. And
I
see,
feel like
go ahead.
Or would it
Biscuit,
be pineappleations?
I feel like
don't know.
Biscuit Corwin has gotten to this room ahead of us and planted an evil
An
seed. of
anti-pineapple seed?
Anti-pineapple, yeah.
Because I will be
terrible.
honest, I've never tried it, but I don't like pineapple
What
in
do you-
general.
well,
so I
But
can't-
that's
it's
one
like
thing.
the savory and the little burst of sweet.
It's like a sweet and sour, sweet and salty.
oh,
type
it's
of thing,
So
yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
You
It is
trust
delicious.
me?
It is delicious.
Okay, next show we're gonna order. And you're just gonna try it.
You should.
I will try it.
You will not. You
I
will
will
not
try it.
be exposed to any.
I don't believe you
harm.
don't like pineapple. That's literally my second favorite food on the planet.
I love pineapple.
Yeah,
I
I'm
went
not
to
a fan
Jamaica
of
one time, and just outside my resort, they had a guy standing out there with a little pineapple cart,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a machete, and he would chop that pineapple up in literally 15 seconds flat.
Yeah.
He would chop the core out, the outside, the skin off, and he would have it in tiny little pieces in a bowl, and he would give you to walk around in Jamaica, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing.
Now, didn't you?
$3.
You just got back from a cruise, did you not?
I did, yeah.
That's
In the
awesome.
Bahamas. Mm-hmm.
Super fun.
Yeah, Coat and I and Wendy Ferguson.
Yeah. Now,
Headed
how
down
does Wendy? How does Wendy deal with Coat? Is that and did Coat? I would think being in the Bahamas would be awfully warm for Coat.
Well, Coat's the most interesting coat in the world. He's not just going to miss an adventure like that, you know.
Yeah. I can understand that.
A lot of women good-looking women.
I was going to say, how does Wendy stack up
Alcohol.
to Coat? But Coat is taller.
Everything stacks up higher than Wendy. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to get her back on the show sometime.
You should.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of hoping that you'd bring her tonight, but I saw you were coming. And I'm like, maybe he'll bring Wendy.
Yeah, sort of a last-minute
He
thing.
brought Coat. See, I haven't been planning ahead lately.
No, you
Yeah.
haven't been.
I'm slacking.
Why? Are you on strike too, Don?
No, I've been on strike 3 for some time. Actually,
You're out.
yep, yeah.
That was a baseball
Thanks.
joke.
That was
I thought you just fired me. I
We'll
was
take
ready
care
to
of
go.
this.
Yeah,
You,
we
you
got
got, you
care
got
of it.
this show, okay?
Yeah.
Me and Dan and Coat.
Yep,
we're-
you and Dan and Coat.
Yeah, I'll
We're
put
handling
Coat
this,
over
you know.
there in the
We
producer's
lost. Yeah,
seat.
we lost our producer. Now you're kicking the host out. Man, I
Coach
just
taking over the
You
world.
got
yeah,
this.
yeah. Coat is on fire. That's a frightening thought. How do you feel
So-
about that thought? Is
I was actually wearing Coat one night at a bonfire where I was cooking s'mores. You know when you get real close to a flame and it singes all the hair on your arm?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, that also happens with Coat.
I would I would imagine it would. Yeah.
Who would have guessed? So, my sleeves are a little shorter than they once were
Yes. I
on Coat.
was, yeah.
Now, how long have you and Coat been palling around?
I have
Glad
personally,
you put that so delicately.
I
Yeah.
have personally had Coat with me for roughly 3 months.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So
So this is a new
It's a fairly
relationship.
new.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't been partners too long, but
Still in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you haven't really delved too much into Coat's past before you became involved.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what Coat's life was like on Hoth too much before we were involved with this, you know. I actually don't speak Tauntaun. I don't even
I think that's pretty much
Right.
Unless they're dying. That's,
Right.
You know, that's
yeah,
what
it's a whole
that
different
was
thing.
Coat's last words
It was
before you came along.
was, you're right.
Yeah, you gave it a second life, and that's something to be proud of, right there. Because not
Coat
every
is not an
every
it, Don.
not every Tauntaun
Coat is a
gets
coat.
That's true.
I
The
gave
Coat
Coat
is a
a
coat.
second
I
life.
forgot. I
Mhm.
forgot.
You got to respect the pronouns. Don, you need to know. You of all people should know this. You're a comedian. You deal with people of all gender identities.
Yeah, I know. I forget sometimes. Sometimes I forget myself, Dan.
I know.
It's just-
I know. I got you.
We can't bring food into the studio.
That's terrible, isn't it? We should just abandon the show. Can we
Actually-
just play some?
If you guys want to go eat, that's fine. I'm intermittent fasting, so I can't eat anyway. I'll just
Oh.
hang out here and just do the show by myself.
Yeah,
Coat
you
and
and
I,
Coat,
yeah, we'll hang out. Do the
No,
thing, just like
you're welcome to step out and have,
No, I
have a
can wait
slice.
until
if-
our break.
Okay.
I can
We'll
wait.
go out on break and just stuff our faces with ranch bacon pizza.
Yeah.
I also got green pepper and pepperoni.
Ranch bacon pizza.
Wait, you just got a pizza with just green peppers?
yeah,
Yep.
that is. I don't know if I've ever.
Because
Yeah,
for some reason it would not let me choose cheese pizza. It required that I choose a topping.
I feel like you
Which was
should have
weird.
gone with another pizza place.
yeah.
Wait,
It
where'd
was
you
$5.
get it? What
This
is it?
Cousin Vinny's.
$5
Oh.
each. Yeah. Tuesday Pizza Madness.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got
So it's mad pizza.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
It's mad
Oh,
because
yeah.
the strike's still
We're going
going on.
crazy.
exactly.
No,
it's
it's
not
mad
learning-
'cause it doesn't
it's
have
not
pineapple
learning
on it.
anything.
That probably is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have made any pizza insane to have.
Oh, my word.
So, do you have any shows coming up, or does Coat
Well,
join you on stage every now?
Every
and
once
then,
in a
or-
while he does, but Donna, I feel like you should know of at least one show that I have.
Well, yeah, I
coming.
know Thursday's show you're gonna be a part of.
Oh, you're going to be at the barrel.
Yeah, he's going to be at the
Yeah,
barrel.
yeah.
Awesome.
I am. Which, by the way, I'll talk to you about this after
Uh-oh.
the show. We don't need to
Okay.
get
Uh-oh.
into it.
Am
a
I
whole
in
bunch,
trouble?
I guess. No, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
So I have many shows coming up the next couple of weeks. I run an open mic in South Charleston, Ohio, at the Village Cup.
Village Cup. Yeah,
hmm
yeah. You keep forgetting to get flyers and stuff to put up at the club.
Well, for that one, it's designed as a music open mic,
Oh, okay.
but being a comedian, I'm obviously very comedy friendly, so try to get as many comics on that show as I can. But that one goes once a month on a Wednesday, 6 p.m. That happens to be this week, the 6th.
Yeah,
Then, of
that's
course,
tomorrow, yeah.
the 7th, I'll be at
All right.
the Barrel.
At the Barrel.
Yeah, hanging out there with you. That'll be a good time. And then Friday, I'll be in Erie, Pennsylvania at the movie house up there, closing out that show. Then I'll be at JD Legends in Franklin on Saturday. Yep. And then I do a trivia night also at Village Cup. We're doing that on Monday. And then Valentine's Day next week, we have our monthly comedy show. Dinner and a show. It's basically date night for Valentine's Day. Yeah, Wendy's on that show with me. Biscuit, mentioned him, and then Bill Arendale from London.
Cool.
$25, dinner, comedy. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, can't beat it.
Yeah.
Unless you bring a date that doesn't have a sense of humor. So that would be good for a comedy show.
Yeah, and
can I bring myself as a date?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. We have single spots.
Yeah, it's okay to date yourself on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you don't need somebody else.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take matters into your own hands.
Strong, independent man.
That could go so many different ways.
I'm pretty sure he meant it just one way in particular.
Much
specifically one way.
Yeah. Oh, do you have anything coming up? I mean, you've been sitting over there as a guest co-host, and are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine.
Okay,
No, I'm absolutely fine.
I thought she was holding her breath.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She looked a little panicked that I turned the attention to her. Is it?
No,
I was
just enjoying. I'm a texture person, and so
you want to touch
looking
coat,
at
you?
coat. I feel like I want to go
Yeah.
over and I want to get consent and maybe.
Well, yeah, you have to get consent.
Absolutely.
I'll talk to Code here during the break.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think you're probably
it.
okay, though.
All
I think
right.
you're probably okay.
All right. Tell Coat I'd like to get to know Coat personally.
Oh.
See, that's how you do those
See,
pronouns,
they would
Don.
make a connection every now and then here.
Yeah.
Code will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a feeling Coat already doesn't like me just because I slipped up with the pronoun.
It's
once,
cool.
and
I got
that's,
Coat covered. So.
Okay. You would have a word with Coat and make sure everything's good. Coat pathetic,
Yeah.
I guess.
Coat might be a little bit threatened by you over there. You might be a little hairier than Coat.
I would think that would form a kinship.
Perhaps.
I think that
because you haven't even seen me with my shirt off.
I know.
You don't know.
Right?
take it
Yeah,
off. Take it off. What you can
We're
talk
down.
about Braille
I
on
mean,
my
you
letter,
did say
but
you were hot.
It's Braille here too, so it's just furry Braille.
Braille on my
Yeah.
nose.
You're a texture person. Get over here.
Completely.
I have Braille. They're just basically two dots.
Right.
I don't know what that
just
spells.
Whatever that letter is, it's
Right.
just one dot and
Right.
then another letter with one dot
Far
following.
away.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. If there are more than that,
A? Is
that's
that
probably
A?
yeah. I don't know.
One dot in Braille. Somebody Google that.
Yeah. Let's find out what Dan's nipples are in Braille.
It says a full Braille cell consists of 6 raised dots.
Oh, okay.
No, it is
so
an
it's
A.
like a.
It's an
I was
A.
going to say,
It's an
I
A.
would think,
A
I
full
think,
Braille
yeah, it is
cell
an
has
A.
Well,
6.
there you go.
I knew it was an A.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there.
I already
AA.
know Braille.
Wow.
Yeah.
So AA, so you just came back from the AA meeting.
Yeah. So you're an A cup.
That's it. Yeah.
An A.
An A. If I had a Nurple, I'd be an A and B.
A Nurple.
We can arrange that in the break.
Right.
Yeah. So you're going to stroke Coat and then give him a Nurple.
Actually, though, that's not the letter A. It's
Wait,
the
what?
article. Like
Oh,
A
okay.
microphone.
Okay,
The word A.
A nipple. Yeah.
Yeah, A dot.
So, you did. Was that you commented with the chupacabra? Because we haven't talked about the chupacabra.
We haven't touched
I haven't-
the chupacabra.
We haven't. I haven't touched the chupacabra in months.
I haven't made any comments on it, especially about dipping pizza in milk.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Absolutely
Is
not
that-
me.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
It does.
I'm-
I don't
I'm
like
That
glad
sounds like the
idea
worst
either.
idea
Yeah.
ever.
I'm shocked.
Unless maybe it was cereal pizza or something weird like that. But
Now, I have
Cereal
a friend
Krispies,
who
Pizza
does
Krispies.
Major's Mess Hall podcast, and we were talking about pizza, and he said that he puts corn on his pizza. And I'm like, oh, I can get down with that. Like ranch and corn and bacon. And
So it's like a Midwest pizza.
Yeah, I could do corn. I could see that too.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of corn in general, but I can see how people would do that.
yeah,
You
I think
put
it would
it
be delicious.
In like salsa on burritos and whatnot, kind of like a Mexican type of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see how people
They just
would do
changed
that.
the whole concept of pizza. It'd be like a bacon crust with some gravy sauce,
yes.
mashed potatoes, corn. That's
This sounds like a
Yeah,
KFC
some
bowl.
pizza did
Right.
have a
Right.
pizza with a bacon crust. Who was that? Was it Pizza Hut?
I don't know.
They used
to have a
Yeah,
stuffed
they
crust.
used to- they think they still do, but Pizza Hut's kind of gone way downhill.
I know. Ever since they stopped promoting literacy, they have not been as delicious.
Yeah,
Little- it was
well,
Little
they can't
Caesars.
read the ingredients anymore.
That's
That's what it
right.
is.
Little Caesars to roll out bacon wrapped crust pizza.
Little Caesars.
That was in
Well, I
2015.
know
Yeah.
Godfather's had one that was like that. It wasn't bacon crust, but it just when you order bacon on it, I mean, it's like full strips on the.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh
sexy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It is.
Well, it's Godfather's anyway, which is it's one of the better
Is
pizzas
it?
that exist out there.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Not the best. I mean, it's one of the better ones. Just the big
Godfather's?
thick- yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Godfather's.
I'm a big
I'm a fan.
fan of
Do you
Godfather.
guys have monocles around here?
I've
No.
worn a monocle a time or two.
Yeah.
Not that
With a
kind,
cane
but I
and a-
see
and a
where you're going.
top hat.
Yeah. Mr. Peanut. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got you.
No, we have monocles. In fact, my daughter works at one, and they do like a flat crust pizza. But the big obsession there is that everybody has to dip it in the monocle's French dressing. And yeah, people are like crazy obsessed, and they sell so many bottles of French dressing. So
But no ranch.
no, I won't.
Just
I won't
ranch.
do it. I will not conform.
Yeah.
I gotta
I
have
do
ranch.
enjoy
Good for you. You just stick to your ranch.
I am. I
Ranch
know
is
who
good.
I am.
Ranch is good. I'm down with ranch on a pizza too.
See,
Yeah.
next time you're not intermittent. How do you say it?
Intermittent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intermittent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
When you're not doing the fasting thing, let me know, and we'll get some pizza.
Yeah, we will. Again, we'll talk later.
All right. Well, I
Let's set
think
something
it's
up.
about time for break number 2, so we can go eat some pizza.
27.
I think that's a good time for 27's a good time to go eat some pizza.
Yeah.
I think this might be a longer break too, because I think this
8
has
minutes.
I think this has some Potter's Field in there, if I'm not
Ooh, yay.
mistaken. And
You can't
And
just
I
stuff
believe-
the pizza all in your mouth. You need a little extra time.
Oh, ye of
You
little
wanna bet?
faith.
Well,
I'd say.
no. I'm not saying you can't physically
Oh,
do it.
okay.
I'm saying you want to take
sounded
some
like
time
a
to
challenge for
enjoy a
second.
lot
Yeah,
of that pizza.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But I think we also have some giraffe facts in this break, so we
Nice.
might get to learn some fake. They're fake. They're all fake giraffe facts.
Cool.
But because
Thanks
you
for
can
ruining it for me.
Well, you can call the fake giraffe fact hotline, and unfortunately, I don't remember their number offhand. I don't have it written down. But yeah, I will find it real quick. I will find the
Fake?
We should
fake
totally
giraffe.
call them.
Just talk
after
amongst
the break.
yourselves
Well,
while Don
we
Googles
called
the
them
fake
last
giraffe facts.
Yes, we
Oh,
called
you
last
said
week.
you-
Yes.
the bad advice
was, yeah,
hotline.
that they're both. They're the bad advice hotline, and every now and then you can get fake giraffe facts. Over the past weekend, if you called in, you could find out that you were adopted. So you never know. You never know what you're going to get at the bad advice line. So let me see here if I can find the number. So if you call, I can't find it on there. But
I can't either. I can't Google it at
if
all.
you go to at Bad Advice Line on Twitter, you can follow them on Twitter. And I know somewhere up here. Here it is, 937-977-1742.
So it's in Dayton.
Yes.
Okay.
This is northern Cincinnati, I believe, because it's a big thing. There's several comics that come together to give bad advice. I know Mike Holinsky is part of it.
sounds
We spoke to Mike last week, and he gave us some bad advice.
I
and
knew
then
about his bad
shared
advice.
some-
Yeah. So that's all part of that.
that's the giraffe facts are all part of that as well. So we're gonna share some of those over the air, and we're gonna take a break, have some ranch bacon pizza, and maybe we'll survive it to come back here and talk for another half
we will,
hour,
Don.
20 minutes.
We're gonna
or so.
make it.
Okay, we're gonna survive
We're
it.
gonna
All
make
right, all right. We'll be back here shortly.
Hey guys, this is Mike Shea from Eventide Entertainment. As you may have noticed, our lineup has been a little scarce lately. We're currently going through some programming changes, and we'd like you guys to be a part of the team. If you've got a podcast or a radio show or an idea for something you'd like to put on the internet, we want to help you make that happen. Send us an email at eventideent@gmail.com with your show idea, and we'll help you get it on the air. What are the benefits of working with Eventide Entertainment? Well, to start with, we'll make sure that your show gets onto all of the best platforms, whether it's Spreaker or SoundCloud or iHeartRadio or Spotify and iTunes. We will get those on the air for you. Not only that, but you will be assigned an executive producer who can handle all of the post-production and editing for your show. All you have to worry about is just recording the show, and they will take care of the rest for you. So that is one less thing that you need to worry about. We've also got a graphics person who will design a custom logo for your show. We'll put together a customized promo for your show that'll play on other shows in the network. So we're all helping each other out. You'll also get your own specialized Dropbox folder and access to our private staff Facebook group. There is literally nothing to lose if you're a host and you join the Eventide team. So make sure you send us an email at eventideent@gmail.com. And for more information and to check out some of our other shows, make sure you check us out on our website, www.eventideent.com. And we hope to see you guys soon.
Thanks for calling the Fake Giraffe Fact Hotline. Did you know that humans are yet to find a way to consume the giraffe? Oh wait, nope, we found out. Oh, we're eating giraffes. Oh, God, we're eating giraffes. Oh, God, oh, no.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker at Wiley's Comedy Club, and you're listening to WWSU 106.9. I swear to God.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. I hope you enjoyed your fake giraffe fact. We are.
By the way,
them,
giraffe
apparently.
is delicious. I don't know what they're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, absolutely. It's a little gamey, but
it's not.
Just depends on
it's
what
actually
spot you eat.
It's actually a big game.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Nothing like bacon ranch pizza.
Oh no,
that is. No. Yeah, I see you've decided to hoard the rest of the bacon ranch pizza and make sure it doesn't run off.
Well,
understandable.
I know that I want at least one more piece, but we're not supposed to eat in the studio, and I didn't want to leave it out there because
all these silly
this
rules.
is a college, and
yeah, free pizza, and it's gone.
Especially since there's a bunch of kids running around with nothing to do right now.
Right? Yeah, no professors in teaching
no
classes.
Supervision.
It's not like they're anywhere learning.
Yeah,
something.
yeah, they're not learning anything from what I've heard.
Learning how to apply to Penn State.
Yeah,
I've learned more from the fake giraffe facts than I have.
Exactly,
right.
Exactly. Because that's because they have stand-in teachers that basically what they know are fake facts. Yeah. See, I just think they should start bringing some of like the cleaning crew in to teach. And,
do they really have scabs in there?
Oh yeah. Oh, Wright State. I don't know if you know this, Patrick. Wright State actually put out an ad.
Yeah,
to bring adjunct professors in from all over the place.
I talked about it on my show
to
today.
teach these classes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going out of their way to make it even worse than it is. They are so many things I can't say on the air.
My concern is that they're actually crossing into illegal territory because the union authorized a strike, and therefore they're protected their job is protected under the law.
Right.
While they're on strike. So my concern is Wright State violating the law by putting these adjunct positions up?
Yeah. No,
I mean, as long as the teachers get their jobs back. That's what
I was thinking too.
If they weren't breaking the law by stealing $300 million, I'm sure they're not breaking the law by doing this because the law tends to bend around people because clearly they have money. They have at least $300 million to spend.
Right.
They can afford lawyers, that's for sure.
Yes.
And that's like, what, 2 student loan payments?
Something like that, yeah.
Million?
That's about what I owe, I think.
Yeah, me too.
But let's go on to some better news. Paternity test on a baby orangutan has come back with a surprising result. Basel Zoo in northwestern Switzerland said Thursday the test showed 5-month-old Padma wasn't fathered by the male in her enclosure. Keepers routinely take DNA samples from newborn orangutans because the endangered great apes are part of a breeding program. Why wouldn't they be? Aren't we all? Researchers at Basel University's forensic laboratory compared Padma's DNA to that of Booty, a 14-year-old male living in the same enclosure as the baby's mother, Maja. They found it didn't match Booty's DNA. Instead, it matched the 18-year-old orangutan Vendel, who lives in the next enclosure.
Oh, she got some.
So,
Vendel
yeah, she got
How'd
some
they
Vendel
do that?
booty.
Like through the fence?
Oh, yeah.
I wanna know, how did they find out? On Mari?
Exactly. You are not... Booty, you are not the father.
You are not the father.
See, I'm thinking, who knew orangutans used a glory hole?
Apparently Maury.
Apparently Maury Povich
Oh,
did.
my God.
They used the same hole that sharded glitter out of it.
That's right.
Oh, something tells me I need to name this episode the orangutan glory hole.
She really went out
You
of her
should.
way.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Are you writing orangutan glory hole?
I
on
Yes,
am.
the
he
paper?
is.
I am.
Okay.
And it's going to show up on a
Yes.
T-shirt eventually.
On a Braille T-shirt.
Orangutan glory hole.
Yep. No, Sparkly Shart's going to be on the Braille T-shirt.
We'll see where the episode ends up.
Yeah. So,
Now, I have
It's-
actually been hit on by an orangutan while wearing coat at one point. It was,
I can see that. I can
It
see
was
it
a
because
little
you're
bit-
a silverback with coat on.
and
Yeah.
I've been shot at twice by people, Bigfoot hunters.
Yeah,
It
I
would
can
go.
see that. Yeah. Well, because
It wasn't fun.
again, yeah, you didn't explain to them. If they had followed coat,
It was at a distance.
they would know.
right.
Yeah, they
right.
would
If
know.
more people would follow coat
Yeah,
on Facebook, they would.
yeah.
It would be
Which
in the
is
loop.
just
Be in the loop.
coat.
Mhm.
Facebook.com/coat.
Coat.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's real simple to find and real simple to follow,
It absolutely
and
is.
definitely worth it.
The most interesting coat in the world.
Yeah, there are none like it. Police in Massachusetts are looking for a woman they say intended to rob a bank but got cold feet and left without a penny. Fall River police tell the Herald News that the woman walked into the Fall River Municipal Credit Union on Monday afternoon and approached a teller. Police said the woman hesitated, told the teller, "Give me a minute," and went to the counter and wrote on a piece of paper, but she ripped up the note, dropped the pieces in the trash, and walked out. Bank employees pieced the note together, and it said, "Give me the money." So
Okay, then.
yeah, why
What's
are
that
they
mean?
looking for? It's
Pretty-
not like she did
Probably
anything.
an amateur robber.
One,
Yeah.
that's not even a threat in any way. I say that every time I go to the bank.
Right.
Give me money, yeah.
Give me the money.
Isn't that
Yeah.
what banks do?
Yeah.
They give people
Yeah.
money who ask for it.
Yeah, and
She was
there's
just asking-
they just started a manhunt for this woman, which first of all,
Who's-
that's sexist.
Clearly mute. Clearly
Right.
mute and
Right,
needed a loan.
right,
She was going to the loan
exactly.
officer.
Well, she couldn't have been mute because she did tell him, "Give me a minute."
Yeah,
if she'd
yeah,
have
there
written
you
that
go.
down, if she'd have written that down, she'd have had a better case.
It's
for,
a miracle.
Yeah.
That's why she ripped it up. She was like, I can talk.
Yeah,
I don't need the money
this.
anymore.
Yep, I don't need anything, and she walked out.
Right.
That makes total sense now.
No, it doesn't because she had to have said, "Give me a minute" before she wrote on the paper.
Right, and then she wrote on the paper and realized she didn't need to write on the
So
paper
it took her
anymore.
that long to realize it.
Right,
Okay.
right,
I see
because
where you're going
yeah,
with
it
that.
was a miracle, but there was a delayed response to it because she wasn't expecting it.
That makes sense.
Because first, what happened is she went up there and she forgot she was mute. That's why she didn't have it written down to begin with. And so she got to the counter and she needed something to write with. So she said, "Give me a minute."
But have you ever
Maybe she just had laryngitis.
She had
But have you ever been to Walmart and like you walk in and you're like, okay, I need like 3 things, and then your mind goes blank, and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
have to like stop and get yourself together. Maybe she walked in the bank and she's like,
Yeah,
Why am I here?
She
Bro.
forgot her account number.
Yeah.
So she just thought, "I'll see if this works." And she
Give
put,
me the
"Give me the
money."
money," and she's like, "Well, how much?" I got to go ask, and she
So-
just threw it away and
So
walked out.
my
Yeah.
question for you is, how many of you have actually gone to a store with in mind what you want to get, and you walk out of the store with other things, but not what you wanted?
Everyone's
every
done
day.
that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and most of the time I pay for them.
at the age I am, I forget all the time. There's always at least 1 or 2 things that I'm like, it was on the list. How did I miss it? It was on the list.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then I've walked into a store and walked right back out because it was too bright and they could see right through me. Those are bad days.
That's a little transparent.
Yeah. A woman sitting in the center seat of the United Airlines flight from Las Vegas to Newark, New Jersey, was reportedly removed from the plane after she fat-shamed some passengers who were seated next to her. The incident happened before takeoff on New Year's Day. A video of what occurred was recorded by Norma Rogers, an oncology nurse, who was seated next to the fat shamer. Now they're shaming fat. It's fat shamer shaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Faming the shat.
And the
I can't talk
fart
today.
shaming, shart shamer, famous charters
How
for
much
100.
fat
Alex.
shamer shame. Fat shame.
Anyway, the video went viral in recent days. Viral fat shaming. The unidentified passenger in the center seat was talking on her cell phone and complaining that she was, quote, stuck between Rogers and her traveling companion. Rogers then asked the flight attendant to find the woman another seat, adding that she would, quote, not be verbally abused by this B or anyone else. The woman said, I can't sit here because they're both so big, left and right. I can't even sit here. The flight attendant offered the woman another seat. As the woman stood to change seats, she announced, I eat salad.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Did the salad have ranch or French?
My guess would be bacon and ranch.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a bacon and ranch.
That's a good
salad.
salad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Seems
Yeah. You
like
can't have, if it was French dressing, yes, eject her from the plane
Yeah.
as they're moving.
Yeah.
Because French,
I agree.
Bro, you know I'm a French major at Wright State University.
yeah, but you didn't learn anything.
I did when I went to school here. They
were
weren't on
teachers
strike
then?
yet. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That kind of feels like they've been on strike forever. So what, 16 days tomorrow?
16 tomorrow, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what the
Yeah,
problem is. I
yeah.
feel like those women shouldn't have been so fat.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We
They
wouldn't have
should-
had this problem.
If they'd eaten a salad now
Right.
and then.
If they'd have just eaten salad,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have had this problem.
Yeah. You know, most salads that you get in restaurants are far more fattening than anything
I was
else.
going to
you
say,
get in
they're
here,
pretty,
yeah.
They're like
pretty high in
900
calories.
calories,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, yeah.
They're up
Absolutely. Yeah, they're not.
You'd be better off with a burger.
Yep. As you can see. Yeah. Okay, feel-good story. A 65-year-old man clung to the hood of an SUV as it traveled at speeds of up to 70 miles an hour following a road rage incident on the Massachusetts Turnpike. The man, Richard Kamrowski, and the driver of the SUV's 37-year-old Mark Fitzgerald were involved in a minor sideswipe on Saturday and had pulled over to exchange information. When the men got in an argument, Fitzgerald began to drive away. That's when Kamrowski jumped on the hood of Fitzgerald's SUV. I thought he was going to run over me. And I don't know. I don't think he stopped. And he said he just kept going fast, then slow, trying to get me to slide off. And I wasn't getting off the car, Kamrowski said. Ultimately, other drivers, including one with a gun, persuaded Fitzgerald to stop his vehicle because the gun's very persuasive.
Right.
Sometimes.
And this is in Massachusetts, which I'm really surprised anybody had a firearm.
So, how fat was Kamrowski?
Well, Fitzgerald ate salad.
I'm just
That's a given. That's a given.
Right,
That's
right.
that's in the name.
And he got mad.
Yeah, and he got mad that apparently the Massachusetts Turnpike was not big enough for him to sit in between
And
Kamrowski
Right.
and the SUV.
I eat unleaded.
Good one.
So yeah, that's another. It's more fat shaming.
Well, excuse
If
you.
they'd have
I
been
eat
driving a
diesel.
smart car, they'd have been much
That
better
seems
off.
right.
Yeah,
Seems right to me.
yeah,
Can't have those gas guzzlers.
yeah, exactly. Fat SUVs. Police in California said they responded to a burglary alarm instead of a burglar alarm. I'm just reading it as it's written.
The Hamburglar?
A burglary alarm, and found a broken second-story window and an unusual burglary suspect, a wild turkey. The Elk Grove Police Department said officers responded to residents where the burglar alarm was triggered Wednesday and arrived to find the second-story window had been shattered. Police entered and searched the home and found a wild turkey wandering loose in the living room. Officers attempted to make contact with the suspect, but he only responded with foul language.
Stop resisting.
The department said.
Interesting.
The turkey was found to only have minor injuries and was released back into the wild.
I think there was a video of that on Facebook. I feel like I
Was
saw
there?
it.
Was there?
I
I don't know.
I have a question.
Yes.
Turkeys don't fly. How did it get to the second story window?
Somebody threw it.
I was going to say.
Seriously?
Yeah. I don't know.
Turkeys can fly.
Yeah, wild turkeys.
Can turkeys fly?
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking about the big fat turkeys
no,
you see on the
not like
farm. Not the
Butterball.
domestic. Yeah,
I
not
didn't
those
realize
ones.
that. I don't know why I was thinking wild turkeys couldn't fly.
Well, in short distances. I mean, they're not like distance flights.
Okay.
It also
Yeah.
depends how much wild turkey they've had.
Right.
Pretty soon
Because
you can't even
sometimes,
walk.
I can't do much
Go
on
mate
wild
with a
turkey.
peacock, right, Don?
Yeah.
We had that
Hey,
discussion.
you're always bringing up the peacock.
Yeah.
Back to the ED cream.
I was just about to mention that.
Let's see, where are we? Where
Wild
are we?
turkeys can fly, really?
Yeah, they can fly up to 55 miles per hour for short bursts.
Yeah.
Really?
And you don't want your turkey to burst. That's why.
Yeah, they roost in trees at night.
Yeah. And
How
nobody helps them up.
Yeah, you're a city girl,
Yeah.
Charlie.
But
you
I'm
know.
really not. I just
you ain't
I
been
don't
to a
recall-
good turkey tossing, Tursey talking.
Tursey talking.
Yeah.
How much wild
Let's talk
turkey have you had?
Tursey. Apparently
Wild
enough
turkeys
to
can't
break
fly.
their window and set off their burglar alarm.
All right.
A business owner in Texas captured video of a trio of wandering javelinas that made a rare appearance in the city's downtown. Monica McLeod Sawyer, owner of the One Bride Guide and VP Wedding Planner, captured video about 10 a.m. Thursday of the javelinas, a wild pig-like animal, also known as peccaries,
Where is this?
in Texas.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that
in
he
Texas.
said
What do you
Corpus
mean?
Christi.
What does
he
it mean?
said their
Rare
name and he made
appearance?
direct eye contact
Yes.
with me.
Those things are
Peccaries.
everywhere.
Wandering around the front door of neighboring business All Good Fitness in downtown Corpus Christi.
Crispy.
Corpus Christi.
Porkus crispy.
Corpus Christi.
Oh, Corpus Christi.
Wow.
You're making me crack one up.
I ate my Porkus Krispies.
Oh, my God.
Where was I? Okay. Yeah, let's move on from that. I don't even know where to go from Porkus Krispies. That has to be the name of this episode.
Yeah, I agree with you on
I'm
that.
going to do away with the orangutan glory hole.
But I need to write that down.
Man,
And, yeah, you can
orangutan
you
glory
can
hole. Actually, Charlie, orangutan glory hole sounds like a great name for a song.
I'm thinking.
Brought to you by Anal Covered Peanut Butter.
Yeah, Porkus Crispy sounds pretty good too. Sounds delicious.
It sounds
actually.
delicious. I'm going to order some Porkus Crispy.
Yeah, get it on a pizza.
There you
Porkus
go.
Crispy pizza. The British Auction House is offering an unusual item just in time for Valentine's Day, a 22-pound meteorite shaped like a heart. The auction house Christie's, not Crispies, not to be confused with Porkus Crispy, said the Heart of Space meteorite was part of an iron mass that split from an asteroid belt 320 million years ago and fell to Earth February 12th, 1947. The 6-inch long heart piece was one of several meteorites that split from the larger meteorite that landed in Siberia's mountains. The Sikot Island, I don't know, and caused sonic booms that reverberated. I can't even talk today. Damn,
So-
there's something wrong. Can Coat just take over for me? Because
Coat
would do a far
would
better
do a
job.
Great job.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
listen, is this an actual meteorite or is this one of those Joe Dirt meteorites?
That's what I was wanting to know.
A heart shaped.
Yeah, you find a peanut in it. Yeah, then you'll know. Then you'll
I
know.
really feel like this might
Yeah.
be a.
Well,
piece of
it
space
fell to
poop.
Earth on February 12th, 1947, so there weren't a lot of jets flying around up there with the Boeing bombs to be dropping. So,
How long
Yeah.
do you think we've been flying?
Just gonna say.
well, there haven't been a whole lot of commercial flights where you poop in the sky.
In
Well, I don't know. I'd say you
1947,
still did, but you
yeah.
just hung out the window at that
Yeah.
point.
Do they turn into cubes when they get to the get to Earth?
Right. Only if you're a wombat. I'm afraid we went off the rails again, Charlie.
We
With the
always
wombat,
There's
do.
something wrong.
You're acting like you're surprised.
I am always shocked. That's how I keep going.
Tony Janus conducted the United States' first scheduled commercial airline flight on 1 January 1914.
Wow.
There you go.
Just a couple.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did they have blue toilet water on the
I don't
flight
know.
too? Did they still
I don't know, but this plane looks far newer than 1914.
Yeah, it does. It does. I think it
Looks like something you'd see in Indiana
Wikipedia.
Jones, which yeah, Wikipedia.
Oh,
Might be
where
getting
else do you go to
Smeckledorf
research
there with
things?
that picture.
everywhere but Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is the foremost expert.
Okay, we're going to end with a delicious treat, a delicious news story.
You
What,
mean
the
more
Porkus
delicious
crispy?
than bacon ranch pizza?
I don't know. You decide. Chicken chain KFC is testing out a new sandwich
Okay.
that's making
Man, so
viral
far.
waves online due to one unusual ingredient: Cheetos.
Ooh,
The
interesting.
KFC Cheetos sandwich being rolled out for testing at select locations in Virginia, Georgia, and the Carolinas and other southern states features an extra crispy chicken fillet, a layer of crunchy Cheetos, and a, quote, special Cheetos sauce.
Straight from the tiger.
Yep. It ain't easy.
Or
being
cheetah,
cheesy.
rather.
Did they
Yeah,
import
there
that
you
from the
go.
White House?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. That's what the Patriots are getting when they go to visit. The $4.79 sandwich is available until March 24th, but the company said the sandwiches could become available nationwide if there's enough interest. The response to this unusual sandwich online has been mixed or nixed. Some social media users blasted it for being unhealthy, while others realized it's KFC. Of course it's unhealthy. While others lamented that the release is limited. So, yeah.
I lament the limited release. That sounds fantastic to me.
It kind of does, yeah. I got
Do
to
you think
admit,
it's-
I don't even like KFC just because, I mean, I love the taste of it, but I think the speed at which it comes back out
Yes.
is what bothers
Yes.
me with KFC.
I'm
so.
with you on that.
And you add Cheetos in there, that's just more ammunition.
So, plus, if they're flaming hot Cheetos, it's going to come back out with a red tint to it.
Then you're
Yes.
going to have questions.
I was going to say, if it's
Yeah.
Cheetos, it would come out slower, but if it was flaming hot Cheetos, then yeah, it would come out faster.
Well, I don't know. It just have a slow burn at that point because it's Cheetos. So
Okay,
it would
true,
pack
yeah.
around. It's kind of like, you know, it just turn you into like a chicken cement mixer. You know, that's see, I can't talk. A chicken cement mixer.
You're taking off of me and my hard talking
I'm
from
taking off
my
you
show.
and your hard talking.
You got a little bit too
Yeah.
vexed.
It's Shark Week.
Shark.
Yeah, that's you can always follow any KFC story during Shark Week.
Yes.
That's I think they're the founders.
Also, Taco Bell.
Yes,
They often
Yeah.
put
Taco,
them
I
together.
would definitely agree
Oh,
on
yeah.
the Taco
Oh,
Bell.
yeah.
Aren't they owned by the same company?
They're
I don't know.
often in
They're-
the same
they're all,
restaurant
yeah.
with
Well,
Pizza
yeah,
Hut.
that's what
Yeah,
I was
that's
thinking.
true. That's
Uh-huh.
true. Yeah, they probably are. They're all owned by the same company that's trying to kill us slowly.
Walmart.
Didn't Dale Blumquist go on the KFC diet for like a year and lost 100 pounds because he, you know, more came out than went in?
He lost 100 pounds because he got his leg cut off, Don.
Well, no, this is
Jesus,
before
man.
that.
That
This is before
that
that.
is-
I'm
what a
talking about
sick-
the legs he got from KFC.
every single time, man. Every single time.
Can I get a bucket of
I
legs?
know
I'm gonna
what
go through
I
these.
know what happened to Dale's leg.
You're saying he got
If I was
diabetes.
him, I would have had it stuffed and mounted on my wall.
I asked him if
I
he
would
got
have
to
turned
keep
it
it.
into
He
a
said
lamp.
no.
Yeah.
They
Turn
wouldn't let him
it.
keep
There
it.
you go.
lamp,
There
yeah.
you go. That'd
I'm
been
like, it's
fantastic.
my leg.
Yeah.
You cut off my leg.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my leg, man.
Exactly.
You're not keeping
exactly.
that thing.
Yeah. I read a story once where somebody did get to keep their leg, and they had like a dinner party, and yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I don't know how they got away with it, but yeah, it was, yeah,
Wow.
that killed the show.
It's a major award.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a major.
I'm telling you, they really did break a leg out there on the stage.
Oh yeah. All right, I think what was that?
I was just doing a very bad bum.
Oh,
That was our symbol.
yep.
Dan Dean, you got anything that
Yeah.
social media?
Let's
anything?
throw stuff out.
You know, I've
Coach?
got all kinds of things going on over
Yeah.
here. I've got my podcast, I Wish I Was
Yeah.
Laughing Radio. I have 50 Shades of Camo, my military podcast, which is becoming very popular. I do another podcast at the coffee shop, Village Cup Coffee Cast. Of course, I have the Facebook pages for all of those, Instagram, and then, guys, follow Coat on Facebook,
Coat.
at Coat.
At Coat.
At Coat.
I love it.
Now,
It's
does
so
Coat have a Twitter?
Now,
Coat needs a Twitter and an Instagram.
Even I don't use Twitter a lot. I can't get on board with it. And Coat could use an Instagram probably.
Yeah,
That's
because we got to see pictures of where
what
Coat's
Coat
going.
uses Facebook to do is post pictures.
See, because I believe there's a way you can set up your Facebook to where whenever you post a picture, it'll automatically post it to Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Maybe. I know you can do that from Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, because Facebook owns Instagram, so I
Right,
can't.
right. Yeah, so why wouldn't it go both ways?
It's not always like that,
glory
Don.
hole.
That's
They
not
don't
always how
always
it
go
works.
both ways?
It's not always how it works.
It's
Just
in
because
my
one goes
experience.
both ways doesn't mean the other has
Well,
to.
that's true. That's true.
You know?
In my experience, yeah, it's. You all right, Charlie?
No, I'm fine. Just over here trying to keep my poop together.
Yeah.
You should have some Cheetos.
Yep, you should.
Yeah, there you go.
You should have some Cheetos. That stuff's like paste.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick,
Yeah.
we're done. Go out. Wednesday you got an open mic at the Village Cup,
Yep, Village Cup open mic. Be at the Barrel.
and be at the
Thursday.
Barrel on Thursday at 8:30.
For all your Erie,
we're gonna rock it
Pennsylvania
there.
listeners, I'll be there Friday.
Yeah.
Back
That's
at
that's most of them.
JD Legends on Saturday. And hey, dinner and comedy at Village Cup Valentine's Day. Get out there.
All right, Charlie, do you have shows coming up that are?
No, I took time off because I'm fixing my face.
Oh yeah, FaceTime. Yes,
FaceTime.
gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
you got to take FaceTime every day.
I know.
That's
But
it.
I will be doing, I'll talk about this now. I am doing the Dirty Show at Laugh Fest in Grand Rapids this year.
Really?
The Dirty
yeah,
Show.
I got on the Dirty Show.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm
Good for you. That's
real
fun.
excited about that. So, yeah, that's my big thing. So that's
Awesome.
March 8th, I believe. Hang on. Let me look so I tell every. Yes, March 8th at Dr. Grin's
Awesome.
in the Bob.
Yeah, and get to Wiley's this weekend for Dwight Simmons. Next weekend's going to be Hank Denson and Josh Shine at Wiley's. I'm going to be hosting,
That's awesome.
so I get stage time at my club because every now and then I just walk up to my general manager and beg her for stage time.
Yeah. Go see Dwight. He's delightful. I
Oh, yeah.
adore
Oh, yeah.
He's amazing.
Dwight. Yeah.
All right, Patrick, I think that's all we got. Do you have anything you want to throw out there? Okay. I
Not
don't-
really.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Play us out. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, with repeats on Wednesdays from 10 to noon and Thursdays from noon to 2. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
Who knew orangutans used a glory hole?